Hi Sagittarius, this is going to be a general reading for your sign between the week of the 15th to the 21st of December. Let's begin. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you stumble across this reading is timeless, so if you do stumble across it and not in the time frame that is stated, it's for your next 7 days, starting from tomorrow. So yeah, let's begin. I'm getting comfort. You're having a very comfortable week here this week. You might be enjoying Christmas or Christmas festivities just in general. Um, but I see you being very comfortable, feeling very comfortable this week. I'm seeing you like in a cozy environment, like, it's very earthly, it's very connected to the earth. This might be quite wooden. Um, you've built something. You've built something up until this point. This is what this earthly thing is. It's like you're building towards. I'm hearing purpose. Like you've built the building now. The building is now built. Whatever you're doing, this is what you're taking comfort inside. I'm seeing like the Three of Pentacles. It's like you're in the Three of Pentacles. They build this sort of temple that's been half destroyed. So they rebuild it so people can take sanctuary inside of it. And sanctuary could be not necessarily from from the weather or from just outside in general. It could be for like your financial situation. It can be for just your well-being in general. I see you feeling quite strong this week, like in your own energy. I'm seeing like this wooden thing that you're in, this building is, your purpose that you've been building towards. It's not perfect, but it's running. It's like it's got power. It's got power in terms of like, like electricity. I'm seeing that you're able to have electricity in there, which is power. And power meaning that the place is running. Not power as in, it's powerful, but like as in power as in it's running, it's working. It's working. Maybe it wasn't working before. I'm hearing, yeah, so it's now it's working. Whatever it is, and you're just reaping the rewards basically, in being in the energy of feeling very comfortable from your hard work. Like you're seeing results here this week, very tangible results. You're having more of a like deep found love. You're having more of a deep found love for your life here as things are unfolding. There's a sense of relief because I feel like you've been making compromises to make things work out for you in terms of your purpose. Like you've been working on it. You haven't been seeing much tangible results. Like you haven't been seeing exactly what you wanted from the situation, which is, I guess, financial security. And now you're seeing it here this week. You're noticing that the hard work you've put in is like you're exponentially growing. Like you're growing much more faster than you could have imagined. Like you, like you've been on this sort of trajectory where things have just been. It's like one step at a time. Things have been getting better. Like in terms of your purpose, you've been getting confirmations that this is a real thing for you, a tangible thing that you could, and a um, financial security from, financial stability, financial independence from, and you've been getting confirmations that yes, you are good at wherever this is along the way, but you haven't gotten to that point where it's giving you It's allowing you to move from the old life into the new life. This is starting to happen here this week. It's the beginning here this week where you're moving from the old life, and that's where you're taking comfort of just realizing that your hard work wasn't in vain. Your hard work hasn't been in vain. Like you've put in a lot of work and time and energy, and now like you're seeing the results. And this is where the deep found love is coming from, is because you know you're not wasted time. There's a sense, there's a thing within your energy that you feel like you have been wasting time in the past on pursuits, on doing things that and this is particularly related to your career, particularly related to what you want to do with your life in terms of getting to the next stage where you're able to do more things that require money. Like you've always had this thing that you need to make money in order to do this or do that, and you're not wrong. You do need money to do that. Um, but you've been in situations before where like you'd start something and then you'd drop it after a while, or like on the verge of it becoming very successful, you would drop it. And so now the reason why you have this deep found love is because you're sticking with this thing, getting the confirmations that yes, this is exactly what I want to do, and this is something that you're very connected with, and just in general, you're very connected to whatever this purpose is because it makes you feel good, it makes you feel happy, like it genuinely makes you feel happy, and that's the most important thing here for you. That it has to make you feel happy. It can't be something that you're doing for the money or you're doing just for the sake of doing it for the money, I guess. It has to be something that is truly in alignment with you because you can't stand to be in a situation where it's just like you're putting your time and energy into something and then you end up hating yourself because you're forcing yourself to do something that you don't necessarily want to do. So let's jump into your reading and see what else is unfolding for you here this week. It feels like it's a very good week for you. Um, you're gonna feel very happy here, and you might be enjoying some Christmas festivities, like I was saying, just enjoying this time of year. No season stays forever, seasons come and go, and so you're kind of making the most of this sort of winter period. I don't know what you're doing, but you're having some kind of fun, and you're earning some money at the same time for your hard work. Sorry if my voice is a bit low. I'm a bit ill at the moment. I don't know what's happened. I just woke up and I was just like, boom. So your current energy at the moment, like I was saying, you've been building towards your purpose, spending time to build a sanctuary. Literally, what I was saying, this is what you've been building towards your purpose, trying to make a mark in whatever industry you're trying to go into. Your work involves you working with people in some kind of way, whether you provide a service, um, or whether you sell something. This is something that where you work with people, you collaborate, or you work with people just in general, and you provide them a service. And you've been building towards whatever this purpose is, recognizing that this is the key for your future. That's going to help your life take off in ways, like I was saying, in ways where you need money to do things, like um, without money, you can live as well, but like there's things you want to do and they do require money. So you're at this point now where like you've been diligently working towards your purpose, hoping and praying that it's going to take off and be successful. And like I was saying, oh gosh, like I was saying, you're at this point now where you've built it. It's built in the Three of Pentacles. This, they're building it from, and they're doing it for free. So again, you've been building towards this purpose. Sorry, excuse me. I am not in the best shape, but we're gonna get through it. And so you've been building towards whatever this purpose is, for free. It feels like for free because you've been in a position where it's like, obviously you're not been getting paid for it, so it's like you've been working towards it for free, and now it's built. You're now very good at whatever you do, and as a result, you'll find that you're feeling like this winner. You're being purified. You're purifying your life just in general, things that you don't feel connected to anymore, things that are more of a burden, not necessarily a burden, but things that are just not connected to you anymore. And this could be anything. This could be addictions. This could be habits. I feel very strongly it's not necessarily people or your mindset. It's just things that you do just for the sake of doing them. For example, like if you don't, you don't like drinking alcohol anymore, but you just drink alcohol sometimes now and again, for example, or like you eat like food, junk food, and you don't really like eating junk food anymore. Like I don't feel like it's something that is very deep in that way, where it's affecting you very deeply, but it is something that you just do for the sake of doing it. And you're purifying these sort of situations from your life by taking a different stance towards what you allow into your body, what you allow yourself to do. Now it's changing, and you're going through this huge purification at this time in general of the old life. The universe is blessing you, pouring these healing waters over you, and you're finding that your life is more fertile than it's ever been. And what that means is basically that the possibilities of you having a happy life, having a life that is very fulfilled, that is very in alignment to yourself. You're in a position that you've never been in, where it's like, now things are starting to work in your favor. Like you feel very balanced in the spiritual and the physical. It's like you got one foot in each of them, and you're manifesting happiness here very quickly. But the universe is just giving you this love at this time, giving you love, nurturing you, purifying you, and you're finding a lot of fulfillment just in general, a lot of fulfillment from building on this purpose. Again, it's not something that has been paying you much. I feel like you maybe have earned money from it 3 times, but it's something that is at a point now where it's built. Whatever you've been trying to build, the building is now complete, and it's like the money's going to come in here. And so this leads to this is your purpose. You're moderating your energy, moderating your life, like I was saying, purifying yourself of physical things. I don't feel like it's something mental, spiritual, energetic. It's more of just a physical thing, a habit that you do, and just in general, like you're moderating your energy so that you can stay in alignment, stay in balance, and really connect with your intuition about what is best for you and what is not best for you. Like in these small little decisions about, should I, for example, drink alcohol? Should I not drink alcohol? Like you're using your intuition and recognizing that, okay, I need to stop doing this thing, for example, because I don't enjoy it anymore, and it's not good for me. And so you're doing a lot of this at this time, finding a lot of peace and balance as you're going through this energy. And like I was saying, you're on your purpose at this time. It's now complete, and it's like the sun is finally starting to rise for you, and you're noticing it. The sun's starting to rise for you, and the sun rising, meaning is your happiness. Basically, your happiness. You're able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Like you've been in sort of like this tunnel, and you've been working diligently towards, in here, they're like, once they're inside of the temple, they can't really see outside as they're rebuilding it. And it's like, that's what you've been doing. Like you've been inside of this temple building it, rebuilding it, sorry, and this is rebuilding your life. Is what you've been doing, and now at this time, it's built, and you're going outside, and it's like you're able to see the light. Basically, I wouldn't say going outside, but like you're able to see the light now. You're able to see that the sun is rising for you. You're very connected to your intuition. Going, accepting this energy, receiving this energy from the universe, finding a lot of fulfillment just in life at this time, from whatever you've been working on. So your theme for the week is the Queen of Cups. So the experiences you're going through this week are gonna give you, make you feel a lot of compassion and caring towards yourself, a lot of loving feelings towards yourself, and a lot of kindness. The experiences, the experiences you're going through, you will be receiving kindness. You will be receiving loving feelings as well as giving them. I don't feel like this is love in general, but this is something to do with just like you in general. Not particularly love, but this is you having experiences of feeling loving feelings, feeling kindness, and giving kindness. Like you're going through this experience of finding a lot of caring and compassion this week for your path, your life in general. And the experiences are going to be quite interesting here during this week, because it's a bit interesting the way things are playing out, but it's gonna come to a place. The resolution is gonna be a state of caring and passion towards your life and where you're going, and just in general how things are working out for you. Between Monday and Wednesday, you're going through this energy of the moon. So between Monday and Wednesday, I feel very strongly you're connecting to your intuition here, connecting to the sense within you about which way do you need to go now, which way is best for you. Clarifying this is the Two of Swords. So it's like you've been indecisive, you've been objective, you've been avoiding something within your life. You've been avoiding something that gives you anxiety, something within your life that gives. I feel like very strongly this is love. I feel very strongly this is yeah. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. It is love. So you've been an avid, what's the word I'm looking for? You've been an avid rejecter of love. That's it. You've been an avid rejecter of love. You've been avoiding it because it gives you a lot of anxiety. And you've been daydreaming about having some kind of love in general. And I feel very strongly you're putting yourself out there. I'm seeing you exploring, like you're going and exploring, and you're deciding to say, do you know what, I need to stop doing this. Like you're connecting to your intuition and realizing that you daydreaming about love is just an illusion. Like it could be this, it could be that, but you're gaining clarity here. You're no longer being indecisive, you're no longer avoiding, you're no longer being objective. You've done a lot of healing work up until this point, and now the healing that you need to do is within your sense of love, because that affects you financially as well. I feel like you do know this, but it affects you not just in love, but you not feeling love, not being able to express yourself. I'm seeing you're not able to express yourself in conversations. Like you have a difficulty expressing yourself because you're not open to expressing your emotions, particularly if you like something, if you don't like something, and this is causing a bit of a blockage for you. And you are aware of this. You are fully aware of this because you've not been doing this for a little bit. You've been doing this for a long time. Where I'm reading for, you've been doing this for a long time. Where it's just you've just kind of said, let me just put this to the side and not look at it. And this is love. Like you've said, I don't want to go down this way, because it's making me too anxious. It's making me feel uneasy. But clarifying the Two of Swords is literally the moon again. It's literally the moon again. So I got the moon clarifying, in a long way, and the moon. So it's kind of like you're noticing now that in order for you to keep moving forward towards your purpose, in order for you to keep moving towards where the sun is rising for you, your path here does involve you healing this side of you. It's bringing these two wolves together. You see here, there's a wolf and a dog. The wolf and the dog represent the tamed and the untamed sides of us. And here you can see that the wolf and the dog become two wolves dancing. So it's basically, you're trying to embrace your more untamed side. You're trying to embrace that side of you that's been hidden away by yourself, just because it gave you a lot of anxiety. Sorry, if I keep coughing, I'm a bit ill. But yeah, so you're now noticing that, I need to tap into the side of myself that is, I would say, more untamed, the side of yourself that is not really been explored by you, that side of you that has always been a sort of mystery for you. You're now not confronting it, but you're now learning it. You're now learning this side of yourself from a place of love. Literally, you're opening up to the idea of love, connecting to your intuition, and your intuition is illuminating the way forwards for you in regards to less loving connections in general. As you can see, the moon is dropping these rays, and these rays are basically these little droplets of illumination, and it's very rare that the dog and wolf, the tamed and the untamed, will be entranced by something, and it happens here because of the moon. So it's a very rare time for you. It's like a pocket in time. Pocket. I don't know what's going on. Something must be going on with the planets, but it's like a a rare pocket in time where things can move forward for you very quickly here in regards to healing this side of yourself, if you choose to embrace this between Monday and Wednesday. And I do feel like you're going to very actively do so, because we have the moon clarifying the moon. I don't know if there's something happening with the moon, if there's a full moon or a new moon. I have no idea. I've just been ill. So check it out. It's going to be very important for you between Monday and Wednesday. Something's happening with the moon, and it's going to be very relevant for you here. In regards to almost having like this sort of Kickstarter. It's like a ignition. It's an ignition. That's what it is. It's like, when you have your gas cooker and you press the thing to turn the fire on, and that's what it is. It's going to help turn the fire on, your fire back on, because it feels like your fire has become very dim. I'm literally seeing your flame. It's not as strong as you would like it to be, and obviously you're a fire sign. Oh, what's going on? I feel like coughing and sneezing and cough. Sorry once again. You might see me doing that a bit. Anyway, so you're going through this experience between Monday and Wednesday of really acknowledging this side of yourself and saying, do you know what? I no longer want to be in conflict with my own self. I no longer want to fight this side of me. Because you're recognizing that in order for you to move to where the sun is rising for you, just past these mountains here, you have to go. This is part of your path. It's like you're here in this part here, in the water, and the water here is, this healing water that the universe is pouring over you, giving you love at this time. So it's a rare pocket of time for you to do this, and for you to let go of, not acknowledging, or not even, having the side of yourself be a part of you, be a part of your life. Yeah, and it's more deeper than you realize. It's really affecting you in many, many ways. It's making you feel like a robot. It's the best way I can describe it, because you're able to function, but you're not able to express yourself. It's like you don't show up as someone that has a very unique personality, because you're not very opinionated, and because you lack the opinion. So it's like you do have opinions, but like you're not vocal about it. So no, like you seem like a mysterious person. Like people don't know what the hell's going on with you. Like they just think you might have some sort of disability or something. That's how people are viewing you. I'm seeing like people talking and say, "Oh, he must have some, or she must have some, or they must have some sort of issue like this or like that." And it's not the case at all. It's just you're not able to express yourself. You're not able to like not express, but you're not able to really define what you like and define what you don't like. Like you're accepting of a lot of stuff for no reason. Like you accept more than you should, and people think that's why people think you have some kind of disability, because you seem very talented when people meet you, and you seem very nice, and you seem very like you're capable of doing things. You seem very capable of doing things, but but you're not being acknowledging the side of yourself. It's almost like you've become a robot rather than a human, and it gives people advantage over you. And you're aware of this. You're aware of what I'm saying. So this is actually something that you're doing just for the sake of it. Even if you don't watch this reading, you're gonna be doing this where you're confronting the side and saying, you know what, I'm not allowing myself to feel anxious anymore. I'm just gonna go with it, even if I embarrass myself, even if I look stupid. If I go and talk to someone and I embarrass myself and I look stupid, I will be better the next time I try again. And this is really the attitude that you need to embody here. I do see you will be flirting with some people, but not seriously. You're flirting to learn love. You're literally flirting to learn love. You're like flirting to learn, what a relationship is meant to be like. Because you've been so disconnected from your own emotion or like emotions of love. Like it's like you don't know right now. What love is and what a relationship is. Like you know what a relationship is, but you don't know what goes on in the relationship. Like this is what you're trying to figure out, and you're doing this by flirting. It's like you're actively going and trying to embrace this more untamed side of you without feeling. Without being objective, without being avoidant, without being indecisive, you're like, let me just try it, and let me flirt with some people and see what happens. If they reject me, they reject me. If they don't, then happy days, But you're not judging yourself. You're not saying that, I'm going to look stupid. I'm going to be this. I'm going to be that. You're like way over that point. Like you've already had an ego death. Like you no longer look at yourself in a way where like you can't do anything embarrassing. You recognize that if you do embarrass yourself, it just makes you stronger. It makes you better, because when you want to get something, you have to sometimes put yourself out there, and that can be embarrassing. But if you're able to do this again and again, you're no longer feeling embarrassment, so you're able to really get what you want from life. And this is really important, not just in love, but just in your life in general, that you being able to get exactly what you want. And this is why you're going through this healing at this time. Is part of your path. You have to go through this path here in order to unlock more for yourself, because you're now at a threshold that you've never been before. I'm seeing you at a threshold, like you're at a point where you're this high, and you've never been this high before within your life, of like really being connected to yourself and really understanding what you want to do with yourself. But you're at this point now where you're being guided to go further beyond. So between Wednesday and Friday, you're going through this energy of the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups here is a card of grief, isolation, loneliness, grief, loneliness, tears, worry. And so you're worried, and this has been clarified by the Three of Pentacles. So you're just worried about your financial situation. You're just worried about your purpose. You're like, what's going on here? Like, I've been putting all this effort in, but things are still not kicking off. Like, things are not, my material's not working out for me. Here in the Five of Cups, her father dies, and she is very close with her father. So she goes to mourn, but she feels very lonely because they were best friends. So here in this situation, you've been building whatever this is, but it's just like at this point in time, you feel very strongly that it's not going to give you what you want from it. And clarifying the Three of Pentacles is the Eight of Cups. So it's like you're walking away from this idea. You're walking away from abandoned success. So you're walking away from this idea of things that are disappointing you. things that are abandoning you, and this is your own thoughts about things should kick off now, things should kick, like you have this idea within you. I'm saying that you look at things and you say, this will take this long to be successful, or this will take this long. Like you have this estimate within your mind of like things need to take off at this point and things need to take off at that point. But that's not necessarily the case. Here in this situation, this is particularly in what you've been working on. It's like you're feeling grief towards whatever you're working on because it hasn't taken off yet. You're seeing results, but it hasn't taken off, and you're like, what's going on here? Like, I thought this was meant to take off. That's what I thought this was meant to be my purpose. And you're feeling grief towards it. You're feeling lonely, like you've been abandoned by the universe in some kind of way. It's like you're just worried about your material at this time. But your advice here is, I wouldn't even say your advice here, but you are just walking away from this idea that things have to look a certain way, things have to go a certain way in order for you to be successful. You're introspecting and you're abandoning this, you're letting go of ideas and thoughts that are abandoning you, the ideas and thoughts that are disappointing you. Here in the Eight of Cups, he sees this very beautiful woman at the beginning of the day, and he searches for her for the whole day. He can't find her anywhere. And by the end of the day, he's very disappointed that, he couldn't find her again. And so this is something that you've been looking for. Like you've had a glimpse of something and you're like, yeah, I can be very successful. Like you've been going around and at this point, you're like, damn, it's not going to work for me because, I'm spending a lot of time, a lot of energy, but it hasn't worked out for me. Like, why is this the case? And clarifying all of this is the Judgment. So you're actually having a breakthrough here. You don't realize it. Like you're in this energy of feeling. I wouldn't say you're thinking about it, but you're feeling this grief. You're feeling like you've kind of been, you're lonely. Like the universe is kind of, not really been looking out for you. You can see these 3 cups are spilt down here. So it's like, you feel like things are just taking a different turn, and it's just like you're worried about your material, you're worried about whether or not your material is going to work for you or not, because you're putting time and effort in, and as you're doing this, you're walking away and saying, do you know what, I'm no longer going to put pressure on myself that it has to work like this and it has to work like that. I'm just going to go with whatever's going on. This is what the Eight of Cups is. I'm just going to go with whatever's going on. And if it's meant to work in the way I think it's meant to work, then it will work. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. And this is causing this sort of judgment to happen where if you're having a breakthrough here within your life's purpose, which is whatever you've been working on, you're having a breakthrough here. And you can see like he's being blessed. And you can kind of see he's turning into an eagle here. It's like you're about to fly off here, and you're being blessed at this time with this breakthrough. You're going through this major breakthrough here within your purpose, and I feel very strongly that this is finances coming in here. Yeah, so it's like you had this idea that was giving you a lot of pain, that your life needed to have this kind of structure, this kind of rules. Your life needed to look this kind of way. But it's been giving you a lot of pain, a lot of heartbreak, this way of being, and you're letting it go because it's blocking you from truly. You're now very wise, but like it's been blocking you from receiving what you need to receive. This idea that it has to look like this, like it has to take off in this time. Very particularly, it has to take off in this time period. Or the more I do, the more quickly it will happen. Quickly. There's this very thing of you being very quick, like quickly doing this, quickly doing that, and quickly things will happen for you. But that's not the case at all. But you're letting go of this, and as you're letting go of this, you're freeing your energy to allow what is meant to come in for you, and they're having this major breakthrough here at this time. Major breakthrough here. Yeah, you're having this major breakthrough here, and this is gonna make you feel really good. This is gonna allow you to be protected from challenges in your life, challenges around you, things that are obstructing your way are being removed here. And this is financial. Some sort of finances is coming in here for you. And It's going to make you feel a lot of caring and compassion, you know, a lot of um, loving feelings towards your life and purpose. It's like the best way I can describe it is like you're going through this energy of really feeling like, oh man, like things are not working out. I don't know why things are not working out. I've been putting a lot of time and effort in, and then you're like, do you know what? I'm not gonna really be pushy about it. I've put the work in. I'm not gonna be pushy about it. I'm gonna let go of my thoughts that are disappointing me, my thoughts, my hopes that are abandoning me. They're making me abandon myself because I'm putting so much pressure onto things have to work a certain way, things have to look a certain way, and so you're letting go of that, and that's then you have a breakthrough. You're having a breakthrough towards your life's purpose, what's been calling you. You've been following what's been calling you, and you're having this major breakthrough here. Between Friday and Sunday, we have the Five of Swords. So around you, you feel like there's a lot of conflict, there's a lot of disagreement, there's a lot of things in general that are feeling like you have to win at all costs, like situations around you. This could be in work. I feel like this is life in general, where you feel like there's a lot of conflict within your life. There's a lot of disagreement within your life. You're having to do things that, like you're having to work on the job, for example, while you're working towards your purpose. You're having to do things and you're having to make compromises where you don't necessarily want to make compromises. And it's making you have like a sense of regret, like why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do that? And clarifying this, we have the temperance, and clarifying the temperance, we have the temperance again. So we have the temperance twice here. So this is strongly saying that, you know, you're really stepping into your purpose here this week. You know, coming to a place of a lot of balance and a lot of peace, and you're moderating your energy, moderating your life here very strongly, from allowing yourself to go through and see things in a negative light. You're now looking at things, and you know things around you are very conflicting. So your environment around you, maybe where you live, your work. I feel like it's a combination of things, and you just feel like there's a lot of conflict in your life, and you'd rather have it like where you know you can work on your purpose and life be a lot easier for you. And this is what's happening here for you. So you're stepping fully into your purpose here between Friday and Sunday, of you know changing your life so that you're not in these situations anymore. And this could mean like you know you finally being able to quit a job, you finally being able to move to a place where a new place, for example, where you can work on your purpose undisturbed. Like you're being transitioned here by the universe to and being encouraged, is what I'm hearing, to fully step into your purpose here, and not worry. You've gone through it, and you've gone through what you needed to go through. You're not still going through it at this time. Like what you needed to go through, what you needed to learn, and the patience and all of that. You've gone through it, and you're now at this point now where it's like, you know, you're getting the rewards rather than going through the lessons. And this is allowing you to shift your life from a way where it's just like, you know, there's just too much going on around you, and you're feeling like you have to defend yourself here from a lot of people. Like you're having to, even though you have good intentions and people have bad intentions towards you, people think you might be crazy, but it's just you have good intentions. Sorry, guys. You might have good intentions, but you know, people around you don't. And so at this time, it's like, you know, it's a very interesting time for you here, of you really reaping the rewards. Like I was saying in the vision, you reaping the rewards of all the hard work that you've been putting in. You're now finally able to shift out of that old life fully, and fully bring peace into your life, bring balance into your life, where you're able to work towards your purpose, you know, very connected to your heart and your intuition. You're allowing downloads to come in for you, opening up your crown chakra here. And it's a very beautiful time for you. It's well deserved, is what I feel like. Like you've put in a lot of time, you've put in a lot of effort into your life here, and into changing it, into leveling up. And now the level up is here. So congratulations, you're able to finally, I want to say, because you have been trying to work towards this. I feel like for more than 10 years maybe, or more than 10 years, 12 years. I'm hearing, 12 years, that you've been trying to work towards a life where, um, you're able to work on something as your career and work on something that feels in alignment to you. You finally found it, and now you're able to finally shift from that old life of being in situations that you don't want to be in, work situations, living situations where you have to share how with people, whatever it is for you. You're finally moving out of this, and it's interesting as well because all of the base cards for this week are all negative. You have the moon, which is fear, anxiety. Then you have the Five of Cups, which is grief, loneliness, and then we have this, and then we have all of these cards being clarified by positive cards. So it's like at this time you've put in so much work, and it's like when you stretch, what is it, plastic? When you stretch out plastic or something like that, like it gets very thin at one point, and it's like you've been stretched and stretched and stretched and stretched, and it's like you're very thin at this point. You're aware of this, but you're still going and you're saying, look, this is my purpose. I'm going to keep working on it. I know it's going to work out. And you're going through this energy, feeling the negativity just in general, not thinking about the negativity, but feeling it. You're thinking, you're keeping your thoughts positive, you're moderating your energy. You're like, I need to work on this, and the universe now is saying you're ready for whatever. You're ready for a big life upgrade here. This is what this is, having the two temperance cards here, clarifying, the Five of Swords. You're moving from this environment of having a lot of conflicts to being in a place where you feel at peace, where you feel balanced, and where you're able to diligently work on your purpose rather and not be interrupted by people or things or situations in general. The universe here is saying, yeah, you've passed the test. And I don't feel like the test is happening here this week. The test has already happened. This whole period of time that you've been working on your purpose has been the test. This period of time that you've been building on this for free, this has been the test. And that was built. And so now you're reaping the rewards here this week. And it ties back into your theme of the Queen of Cups, of you feeling a lot of caring and compassion, loving feelings and kindness, and just in general experiencing these emotions here this week. So let's pull out some challenges here for the week to see what's affecting you. Challenges may appear if you've never seen them before, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. One way or another, these challenges will pop up. However, when these challenges do pop up, the most important thing to do here is not give them any energy, and that's how you kill them off. Because the challenges here are trying to stop you from leveling up your life, and perhaps even bring you down. So your challenge here for this week is your need for financial security, your need for financial control, your need for money just in general. It's affecting having this sort of attitude that you need financial control, you need financial stability, financial security, is blocking you from this healing that the universe is giving it to you at this time. I would say don't try to focus on finances. Like I was saying, like you're somebody that is always like, think the more quickly I do work, the more quickly I get paid. And you're being tasked to let go of this sort of time frame that you've got of like the more quickly you do things, the more quickly you get paid, the more quickly this and the more quickly that. And this is creating a blockage for you actually in terms of your finances, in terms of you having financial security and stability, because you don't realize it that you're spending a lot of time and your energy onto thinking about financial security, financial control. By you letting go of this and just focusing on your purpose, the abundance is naturally going to flow in for you, is what I'm seeing here. But this is blocking you from being purified at this time and finding fulfillment, because whatever you've been working on is something that makes you very happy. It makes you very happy regardless, and it hasn't been paying you, but it makes you happy, like the first thing ever that you've ever been connected to. And you could do this for the whole day and not feel tired. And so You're being blocked by feeling fulfilled here at this time by your own self, of like having this financial need for money. It's blocking you, and this is going to create an energy within you. If you continue to do this, it's going to create an energy within you of feeling very apathetic, feeling very bored, dissatisfied with life, because you're like, I'm not in the financial situation that I want to be in. I get it, like you do want to have finances, but it's really important that you let go of this, because this is what's creating a big block for you. I'm seeing literally a mountain of golden coins. They want us to come in, and I'm just seeing them in the air, like they're trying to drift in towards you, but you're blocking them by spending your energy thinking that you need financial security, that you need finances. Your need for finances has been a big block in your whole life. Like you've been in situations where you've had to really look out for yourself because no one else would. And so this is where it stems from, of you being this sort of person of trying not to let yourself fall to the bottom of, being poor and being homeless or whatever. But it's actually a big blockage because it's blocking abundance. It's you feeling lack as a result of needing and thinking that you need finances. So really and truly, the biggest block here is really and truly yourself here. It's creating a sort of lack of inspiration, a lack of growth, a lack of creativity. It's blocking new opportunities and ideas from coming into your life that could be beneficial for you. Not to say that you've not been getting ideas and opportunities, but you could be getting way more than you currently are. But you've been blocking them unintentionally because of this sort of need for finances, and you're doing a lot of healing work here this week, is what I'd like to say. But this is your challenge here for the week. So let's put it on outcome to see, given all of this energy, what's happening for you. What decision will you make, and what will you ultimately end up doing? Oh well. So your outcome here is that you're tapping into your inner strength. You're tapping into this sort of determination to keep persevering through life, no matter what is in front of you. Here in the strength card, there's a lion at the top of a cliff, and the fool, he climbs up the cliff, and it's a hot day, and the sun's bearing down on him. He doesn't know the lion's up there, but he climbs to the top, and it's like a rocky cliff, and he climbs up and he sees this lion, and he looks around and he's like, what can I do in this situation? He doesn't have a weapon, he can't outrun the lion will toy with him until he's dead. So he decides to pray, and as he prays, this flower maiden, she appears from behind this lion, and she puts her hands on the lion's head. And the fool is stunned. He's like, how the hell did she manage to subjugate the lion? So he tries to speak, and she shushes him, and she says, there's other ways of using strength other than being physical. And the fool's like, he doesn't quite get it. And she says, because I am calm and strong, the lion sensed I was calm and strong, and also became calm and strong. So when the fool saw the lion, he became fearful and anxious. So the lion also became fearful and anxious and tried to eat him. So it's basically saying that no matter what comes before you, you have to be calm and strong. Had he been calm and strong, the lion wouldn't have tried to eat him. And the lesson here is basically like, you have to be determined to keep moving forward in your life, no matter what appears upon your path. But the best way to do it is to be calm and strong. Because situations turn out in a different way. And so this is what you're doing here. You're being calm and strong, no matter what is appearing before you. And in this situation, is this your financial security, financial control, financial need that you have at this time? You're letting go, you're walking away, you're introspecting and walking away from thoughts and ideas that are abandoning you, things that are disappointing you, ideas and thoughts that are disappointing you. I don't feel like this is anything to do outside of you. This is all internal. where you've placed sort of like goals of like it has to be like this and it has to be like that. Like your goals are very specific, and that specific, like being overly specific, is what's been blocking you, and you're recognizing it and you're walking away from it. You're letting it go, and this is literally creating new opportunities and ideas to come in for you, creativity, growth in all ways, more inspiration just in general. You're no longer saying to yourself that you need to have things happen for you instantaneously or very quickly. You're like, if it happens in the long way, it'll happen in the long way. The Knight of Pentacles, he embarks on this journey to learn how to grow pentacles, and this is a very slow moving energy. He learns how to make, grow pentacles, and it takes him a few years, and during this process he ends up falling in love. And by the end of it, he's very rich. He's very rich. He's able to grow pentacles. So you're no longer saying to yourself that it has to happen quickly. You're like, if it takes time, it takes time. I'm just gonna go along with this journey because I know this is what my purpose is. Here, the pentacle represents your purpose. That you're willing to go the long way. You're willing to spend time on it and really see where it leads to, because you're very connected to it. And at some point down the line, it'll be very abundant. It will be very bountiful. It will give you a lot of pentacles in return, and just by you accepting this and you acknowledging this is you now. Your luck is changing and you're getting closer to your destiny. It's like the cycle that you're in is now finished. This financial cycle, like I was saying, I don't feel like it's just financial. I feel like it's a cycle that you've been in physically, in terms of the way you live. This is ending here between Friday and Sunday. The way you live is changing, because it's the universal law here. The law's been passed here that you're ready for a new life, and I'm seeing a lot of spirits here that watch over you, that are guiding you at this time into a much better way of being, which you already have been doing actually. And you're now at this point where you're at the precipice of change. That's why things are very silent within your life. Things have been very silent within your life, of like you not knowing if things are working out or not, but you've been putting in the time and energy without thinking about time in general. But it's just like during this week you're like starting to think about time, and you're like, I've been putting in the effort, but you're moving away from this now, or this idea that things have to be a certain way. Oh, pardon me, sorry. So your luck is changing here, and this is a cycle of life now that you're exiting, physically. This is a cycle of life physically that you've been through, of living a certain way, of like being in a way where you've not been able to do things that require money. It's literally a forced change happening here. It's like this is meant to happen at this time. It's a forced change that's happened within your life. It's gonna feel very like an upheaval. It's gonna feel a bit chaotic because it's like you weren't expecting it to happen this quickly, even though like you've had this thing where it's like quickly, like I was saying. But by you letting go of that, and that idea of things need to happen quickly, this causes things to happen quickly for you, simply because you're opening up your energy. Energy is no longer blocking what you need at this time and what's meant for you. You're opening up to what is meant for you. So this is very fantastic. I'm going to leave your reading here. If you didn't like the reading, leave me a like, comment, subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, my website is down in the description. Other than that, have a fantastic week, and I shall see you soon.